Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. And today I'll be making antiseptic soap or medicated soap. Now this soap is produced for the purpose of curing some or many skin problems like pimples, scars, sunburn, a lot of skin problems. So you will see what I will be adding to this soap. I'll be adding a lot of additives to it. These additives help in one way or the other to take care of our skin problems. It also cures stuff like body odor. Body odor is caused by bacteria. So these additives I'll be putting in this soap will take care of all those problems in our body, especially the one that comes out on our faces. So right now I'm getting the measurements for each of our chemicals, since I'll be working with the major chemicals, which are lye or caustic soda, water and oil. The rest of the other stuffs I'll be adding to this soap, they are called additives. The three major chemicals for soap making: caustic soda or lye, water and oil. Any other thing that comes in again apart from these three is called additive. The fragrance, additive. The color, additive. All those stuff, they are additives. So I've turned my lye into the water and I'll keep stirring. So this you just stir it for some few seconds, maybe 30 seconds to 1 minute. You stir it. After you stirred it and you have noticed that the lye has been dissolved properly, you keep it aside to cool, for it to cool down. So I'll keep it aside and let it cool down. So while it is cooling, I will pick the measurements now for my oils. I'll be working with two types of oil, which is palm kernel oil, popularly known as PKO, and peanut oil. So this is my peanut oil. I will measure 16 ounces of it. I want to produce a soap that will give me 32 ounces. So what I'll do is I'll measure 16 of peanut oil and 16 of palm kernel oil. That's my peanut oil. I've turned into that container. Now I want to measure my palm kernel oil. And I need 16 ounces of it also. So I've poured the two oils into that container. So that container has my palm kernel oil and has my peanut oil. Now these are the additives I will be putting inside. That's tea tree oil. There's moringa herbs. There's mint herbs. I processed that by myself. And this I bought. Citric acid, I bought the citric acid. And I got turmeric powder. And this is kojic acid. And lastly is vitamin E oil. So those are what we'll be working with. Now what you do is that you can Google the power of each of those stuffs I have displayed here. Check them on the internet, find out their purposes, what they actually do to the skin. You realize that this soap I will be making will be highly antiseptic. This tea tree oil has a lot of purposes. It deals with a lot of skin fungi. Any fungi that grows on the skin, fungal disease, tea tree oil can fight it. So I'm going to mix them. Most of them I'll mix them into this container. First of all, I will start with the tea tree oil. So I measure 2 spoons of this. So that's the second time I'll be putting into that cup. Okay, I think it's 3 spoons, not even 2. Now I will also add my vitamin E oil inside. So that's my turmeric powder. I will put it inside also. So I will loosen the lid that contains my kojic acid. That's my kojic acid. So I'm trying to get it loosen. Citric acid, just scoop a little of it, put inside. I'll add a little peanut oil so that I can mix them together. I've added the oil and use the oil to mix them together. You can see how it looks like inside. So that's my sodium silicate. I'll be adding it now to my lye solution or my caustic soda solution. I'm actually adding it so that my soap will come out really hard. Silicate makes the soap hard. It has a way of producing a very hard bar of soap. And you also add detergency to your soap. It's a very good hardening agent. You can see I've divided the soap into 2 different containers. Now there are 2 containers that are there now. The purpose is that I want to make a swirl. I want it to swirl. So one has a lighter color, the other one has a deeper color. So I want to actually make it to look colorful. If you notice, you realize I added the fragrance last. I prefer adding the fragrance last into soap while I'm making soap, because fragrance has a way of speeding up trace. So if you want to design your soap or do any kind of design on it and you add fragrance immediately, the soap will start becoming hard. So it will reach a thick trace faster. So anything you want to do you will not actually do it while the soap is still soft. So it's better you add the fragrance last, so that by the time the soap is still becoming hard, you add the fragrance. So since the fragrance has a way of speeding up the trace, at least before to speed it up, you have already started pouring it into your mold. So that's why it's always good to add fragrance last. So you have to know that. Let your fragrance always come last, because most fragrances have a way of speeding up trace. Especially if you want to make a swirl soap, fragrance can ruin the whole process for you. Okay, so after 24 hours, my soap is set and ready to be cut, and it's hard, it's ready to be removed from the mold. That's the best time to get your soap out of your mold, when it's a bit hard, because you can't actually remove it when it's still soft. You will just spoil the whole soap, to make it come out having a very bad shape. But once it's hard, that's the best time to take it out of the mold, so you to still pick the shape of your mold very well. You can see how it looks when it's hard. All those bright color has disappeared. Now it looks a bit pale. Now I will chop it into different sizes with my soap cutter. So thank you all for watching this wonderful soap making video, and I would love to see you next time on our next project. Goodbye. Thank you.